Hello, I thought I would show me with my baby. She's the baby. Listen to that purr. I feel very rich. I tell my Spanish speaking friends he's my gato rico, which means like a high maintenance cat. Also a rich cat, meaning opulent, expensive, so but he is. He's my baby. Yes, he is. I am trying today to just relax and take it easy. I had to do a few things. The GoFundMe came through for $100. So I immediately turned around and spent 175 on Bibles and such. I bought, I think, 153 Bibles, 20 Bible promise books, 50 tracts, and various stickers to put on, like the Praying for You stickers. And Mr. Spotman has run off. And so I'm glad I did that. Some of the Bibles are in back order, but that young guy on the handout, now I feel like sometimes God will send somebody to me directly to kind of point something out. It doesn't happen a lot, but I had people asking about King James so consistently that I began to offer it. Anyways, this young man asked about the NASB translation, which I thought was very interesting. And over the course of the next day or so, I was thinking, I basically only have 2 or 3 English translations at a time, and maybe I need to fix that. So I got some different ones. I got a NASB, ESV, things like that. The next order, I think I might get a Good News, which is they're doing a 50th anniversary republishing. And that's what they had at my church. That's the very first Bible I read. And I still have it. It is up here on the bookcase. I don't know if you can see it. It's the burgundy one at the top. Just on top of that red shelf. I have had that most of my life. So, I think that might be fun to have just for sentimental. For me, I'll just use my own money for that. But yeah, I need to fill up these racks. I have a decent amount of Spanish, I'd say. Candy, bags, I'm okay. I have 500 scripture booklets coming from World Missionary Press alone, and many, many tracts coming from Grace of Truth, at least like 500. Then the tracts from Bible Tracts Incorporated. They're good. They have like specialty tracts, like for first responders, that kind of thing. I would love if they had a bus driver tract. Dudes, if you guys are watching this, you have to make a bus driver tract. But anyways, so I'm gonna have more stock. I just need to be patient. But yeah, I got wiped out there, so but I have candy at least. Most of the Bibles that are coming are the smaller ones, so I can just discreetly hand that out in a bad neighborhood if somebody doesn't want a large Bible. Because I remember a couple years ago, I was in Greenspoint area at Imperial Valley and Greens Road, and I had these huge orange NIV Bibles, and they look like a telephone book, and which is fine if you've got like people driving around, but most of my recipients were just pedestrians, and they were taking these Bibles, and it was just surreal watching all these people walk around with these giant orange Bibles. And I thought that kind of is like, maybe they want to be a little more low key. I am very loud about my faith, but if someone is just at the seeker stage, I don't think they want to necessarily make themselves a target, and that something they can go in a pocket might be better. My own personal theory. This is not from the Lord. This is just my observation. And also, the devil does not like people to reach out to Jesus, and I worry he could like inflame somebody to like attack them or something, and that's the last thing I want. But that's it.